Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video we are going to walk through step by step how to fill up New Zealand passenger arrival card step by step. Before I proceed further, I would like to clarify neither I am an immigration consultant nor I am a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, you do it at your own risk. So guys, this card is used when you travel to New Zealand. Like before entering to New Zealand, and you go for your declaration, this card needs to be filled up. Every country has their own process. Earlier Canada too had something similar, but now they have like electronic based process. So they collect your information to administer custom, immigration, biosecurity, border security. Okay, so this is how they collect your information, and you have to be very honest. And after you sign, this becomes a legal document. So you must be very honest, otherwise there could be some consequences. So, and each passenger, they have said it has to be separate. Please answer in English and fill both sides. Okay. Please and print in capital letters. And if you have to mark anything, mark like that. Flight number, seat number, you can check your boarding pass. Then from where you boarded this aircraft, your passport details, family name, given name, date of birth, country of birth, occupation, full contact or residential address New Zealand where you are going, phone number, email. And now 2A, answer this section if you live in New Zealand, otherwise go to 2B. So for 2A it's very simple, which country you spend most of the time, the main reason you were away for your trip, that you put, which country will you mostly live in next 12 months, that you need to provide. Second, 2B is for those who do not live in New Zealand, so how long you intend to live in New Zealand, and if you are not there permanently, what is the main reason for coming to New Zealand, which country uh, live for, like in which country you live for 12 months or more last, that also you can provide. Very simple it is. And list of the countries you have been in during past 30 days, in past almost 1 month, which countries you visited. Do you know the contents of your baggage? So you have to put tick. Are you bringing into New Zealand any food, cooked, uncooked, fresh, preserved, packaged or dried? Animal products including meat, dairy, fish, honey, bee products, egg, feather, wool, shell, skin, bones, insects. Wow. Plant or plant material. So basically any food that you have, any plant material, any animal material, you have to declare. Other items, animal medicines, biological culture, organisms, soil or water, equipment, clothing used with animal, plant, water. Items that have been used for outdoor activities including any footwear, tents, camping, hunting, hiking, golf or sports equipment. For many people this would be yes. In past 30 days while outside of New Zealand, have you visited any wilderness areas, had contact with animals? Are you bringing into New Zealand medicine over 3 months of supply or medicine not prescribed to you? Restricted prohibited goods including weapon, indecent publications, endangered plant or wildlife, illegal or controlled drugs, alcohol more than 3 bottles of spirit, tobacco, goods obtained overseas and purchased duty free in New Zealand with a total value of more than $700 New Zealand dollars including gifts. Okay, for cash 10,000 or more foreign equivalent including travelers check, bank draft, money order, etc. This also you need to put as per your case. Do you hold a New Zealand passport or residence class visa or a resident visa? If yes, go to 10. Are you a New Zealand citizen using a foreign passport? Go to 10. Do you hold Australian passport? Then go to 9. All others, you must live before a visa or face deportation. Okay. 9 is about criminality. Have you ever been sentenced to 12 months or more in prison? I declare the information is given true, correct, and complete. So once you sign, it becomes legal. So be very careful and be honest, because as they have warned you in the beginning itself, that there could be severe penalties. You could be prosecuted. Your goods can be confiscated. You could be subjected to fine, imprisonment, and in the worst case, even deportation. So be very careful. Thanks for watching this, guys. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.